Content over everything.
Do you think, my question was, I want everyone to go around with this question as well, yeah, with an answer. What do you think you can offer towards the my generation? We'll start with.
In what context? What context?
In terms of anything. In terms of what do you think you can? What do you think you can?
Advice?
Yeah.
In
terms of anything.
Jobs or money? What are you talking about?
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
So boom, yeah. Like the little man saying, what can you do? I tell you could do. Don't be scared of the people that look like you. So you see when you're walking on the street and you see a group of young youths, say hello, because they're not used to that shit. And that shit there, they remember. And from you say hello, you start to build a little connection with them, innit? Yeah? And then from then, you slide in your knowledge. Yeah? And then after that, you never know what they could take from it. So hear what the young youth is saying. Come here. Do you know the wickedest thing? Fuck this little bandana thing, okay? If anything happens today, it's gonna happen anyway. Yeah? Tell them what you've experienced. And you're how old?
14.
14 years old. Tell them what you've experienced in the hood, in the place that everybody forgot. Tell them what you experienced.
Yeah, I got stopped and searched for no reason, and I was taken advantage because I didn't really know my knowledge in terms of my rights. So the police kind of tried to take advantage of me in that instance, and yeah, it was kind of wrong. But
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying, and that's just one. Yeah, we got to deal with the police. We got to deal with the negativity that's pumped through the stereo. We got to deal with the negativity that's pumped through the TV. We got to deal with the inverted blocks that only pump out negativity. When I've said it before, when you open up your front door, you see another rascal up block. So you ain't got a vision and a window. Yeah, these little youths are trying to show you a vision and a window, and gang is here to help. So don't be afraid of nobody because we got bandana run, yeah, or any of them thing there. When you see a brother that looks like you or represents something you represent, step forward and show man wagwan. Or visit him in jail. It's up to you, innit?
Yeah, man, respect, man.
Gang.
Yeah.
Guys in?
A new generation.
Guys in?
A new generation.
I don't want to see no one not saying it, yeah? Guys in?
A new generation.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah.
Man.
So, the main reason why I come down here, because right now, where I'm from, yeah, people that look like me are being killed, innit? Every day. Yeah, and it's not people my age, it's the youths, bruv. 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, they're getting shot in their chest, they're getting stabbed in their chest, yeah? And it feels to me now, yeah, it's in our hands, yeah? Because these youths are watching us, yeah? Yeah, all these little bad things they know, they've learned that from us, yeah? We've taught them that. So it's gonna take us now, blood. All the little ex-road G's, man on the road that think they're bad blood, I want to see you lot come out and start chatting to these youths, bro, because it's only one way they're going to go, blood. Yeah. Like, perfect example, look, I'm from Tottenham, yeah? He's from Wood Green. Right now in North London, blood, our hoods are warring. Hey, crazy.
He's a Hornsey Jenner. Yeah, he's a Hornsey. Yeah.
Hold on. No, because this is facts, bro. And like, what's going on? Like, his youngers are killing my youngers right now. My youngers are killing his youngers right now. And you see, blood, it's got to a point where we've got to come together to end this, bruv, because these youths are just killing themselves, and no one else apart from us don't care, bruv. Only we care. So
Guided!
Only
New generation!
Guided!
New generation! You know how real it is, yeah? It's like, man's from the generation. We're from that generation that this thing started over, innit? Man know
the beef started with us.
Man know why this thing started. Like, he's got brethren that have killed brethren from people from my side. Vice versa, we've got people from but man are out here. We're not watching nothing.
We're not worrying about that.
So OGs, man them of our age group, who do the same thing. I've seen it with my own eyes. And I try to tell the young'uns this, yeah. The man them of our age group, yeah. The man them of our age group who started this thing. Like I said, we can see each other now. Yeah, from once upon a time running each other down. And nothing now go on. We can be in the same food shop. I can go Chick King.
Yeah, come on.
I can go Chick King. And I'll see man at
I can go with Green High Road.
Has seen me amongst people in a situation that, you know what I'm saying to you? So the youth have to understand that the ones who started this thing don't even do it no more.
And I'm gonna be honest.
And it ain't a thing where I'm saying, yo, we're going out and raving together or we're flexing together. Bro, it's a peace thing that we can see each other and nothing now go on. And that's what I want for the youths. So man them as well, it's for all of us to give our youths, you know what I'm saying?
And even perfect example, yeah, like, I'm from Tottenham, innit? So even like after the whole riots and stuff, yeah, like Tottenham got like over £200 million back in compensation money, yeah?
Yeah.
And to this day, in 2018, there's not one youth club,
there's
there's
500
no
more.
studios, there's nothing in my hood. So, yo, 10 these youths, they stay in the blocks, carrying shoot each other, carrying stabbing each other, and carrying selling drugs, bruv. You're not helping them. So it's gonna be us. We gotta use our money and help them, bruv.
That's it.
You see the name, innit? You see the thing on the thing? Rastafari. That stands for, yeah, man them on the road. Whether you're making good money or illegal money, to me there's no form of illegal money or, I'm saying to you, whatever type of money you're making is for man to put a little donation and say it's a goodness and it goes towards a cause. So any money that comes towards the Us Holy Book, Rastafari, a large percentage of that money goes back to the community to help the youth, to help certain situations.
And listen, I've got to say the main point, yeah, and it's gonna take us, yeah, to speak to these youths. And I don't wanna offend anyone, yeah, but religion is not gonna help, bro, yeah? Because it's gone beyond that, yeah? These kids need help. They need our help, not books, nothing else. They need us as men to sit down and speak to them.
Let me add though, when we talk about religion and that, and we say it doesn't help us, this is true because we know.
No, when I say it doesn't help, it's not gonna help the situation.
No, it's not, and it's not going to. And I agree with you. It's not going to help the situation. But what we've got to understand, I don't want to alienate anybody from coming and joining, guiding the new generation. I want everybody to know. Yeah, no, and it's right, brother. I agree with you. I'm actually on your ilk. You get me? So, but I don't want to alienate anybody. If you've got youths in your area that you know are going down the wrong path, and you're not doing anything, just a couple conversations, a couple words with them, then already you're doing something wrong. Doing nothing is doing something wrong. Doing nothing is helping the system, helping the current status quo, yeah? So that's all I want to add in there quickly there. So, yeah?
Gang, I finished. That's what I'm saying.
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
G-Circle!
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 Can I just ask you guys here, but with a show of hands here, how many of you guys here in this circle know somebody that has been affected by knife crime in the last 5 years?
If I could put up my legs too, I'd put
Exactly, innit?
I've been stabbed 4 times.
Yeah?
I've been stabbed in my head, I've been stabbed in my chest, I've been stabbed in my
Like, I'm assuming, 1 second, yo, guys. I'm assuming anyone that doesn't have their hands up didn't hear the question. So I'm going to ask again. How many of you guys know a young person that has been affected by knife crime? All right. Just to balance this out, yeah? How many of you know somebody that has been affected by cancer? Okay. So then is there something wrong when a disease and knife crime are on the same level? What's going on? You see that, yeah? What's going on? Is that normal?
No, it's a serious problem.
So this is what we're trying to address. One of the many issues we want to address, but we're going to keep talking about it until we start actually getting these solutions rolled out and changing the narrative of what's going on. Because we are in control of the narrative, whether we like it or not. We just need to assume the control. You understand? And everybody here can make a difference. This is why we do the G-Circle, yeah? It's the circle because there's no head to the circle, there's no leader. Who do you think runs this?
No one.
Who do you think runs this? Wrong answer. Let me ask you again. Who runs this?
We do.
Who runs this?
We do.
Who runs this?
We do.
Fucking hell, I feel like Beyonce now. Who runs this? All right, cool, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
I want to say one thing as well, yeah? Talking about this now, after this, I don't want just for it to go into thin air. Because this is a problem with us. I feel like we talk a lot. That's what we do. We talk. Yeah, we have issues, blah, 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 but then there's nothing after that. We talk about the solutions that could actually work, but then nothing happens after that. So after this, I actually want to see the action. I don't want just talking. I'm tired of that. I've heard that. Martin Luther King, I heard that. I've heard that with all my leaders. I want some action now. You feel me? So, yeah.
What do we want?
Action!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Action!
When do we want it?
Now!
All right.
Who's next? Who's next? Yeah.
Who's next?
So,
Who wants to speak?
Remember what the question was, you know? Refresh it.
what was the question that you wanted to put to everybody?
Oh, yeah. What can you offer to my generation?
Then go around.
Yeah, did everyone hear that, yeah? You all hear that?
Did everyone hear that? Yeah.
What
cool.
can you offer as an elder to his generation?
Yeah, you started.
Right here.
Introduce yourself,
Yeah,
brother.
people, my name's Dee Armstrong. I'm an author, screenwriter, script editor. Yeah?
1 minute. G-Circle!
G-Circle!
Because this is a question that is addressed, yeah, this one I feel like you can stay within your thing, the camera's on, man. Like, yeah, and yeah.
Okay.
So,
Can we get a quick fist to fist, please?
no, stay within your side. So basically, you go after this one. But you can step out,
Yeah, but everyone needs to hear him though, family.
Yeah, step out, you can step out.
Let's spread it out.
Come closer.
Fist to fist.
Come on. Fist to fist, all inclusive. Yes, man. You on the team.
G-Circle!
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 Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Touch one!
Touch all!
Cops on the ups!
Cops in the ups!
Touch one!
Touch all!
G.A.N.G!
G.A.N.G!
I said G.A.N.G!
G.A.N.G!
I said G.A.N.G!
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 Go!
Yes. Like, thank you people for listening. My name's Pt2 Armstrong. I'm an author. Yo, people. Yeah, listen. Right? My name's Pt2 Armstrong. I'm an author. Yeah. Screen editor, screenwriter. Yes. I've been away. Yeah. I've also come out, after coming out, gone on to win a scholarship and do my master's degree. I have taught in prisons in and out of all over the country, from down south all up to Manchester and north. I've even gone across to the United States and teach. When the young man asks is, what do we have to offer? I can say that I have a number of things to offer. I've designed programs, self-development through creative writing that I've done in jails and help young men to go on to have their work published. Go and look for it. It's called the Beyond Words Anthology. I have written stuff that we are talking about
today. So what my brother said, for those who didn't hear, is he's done creative writing and he's been inside the jails, yeah? Working with the brothers. Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Yeah, I did that because at one time I did a workshop in Wayland Prison. Yeah, I asked, is anybody interested in creative writing? A man put his hand up and said, me. I said, what have you done? The man said he's written 3 books in his cell. Another man laughed at him. Yeah, another man, a black brother, laughed at him, yeah? Because of that, I went away and devised a course so that young brothers like him could get their work published. We published that. It's called the Beyond Words Anthology. I am now going over to the United States to do the same project in Wisconsin, in Madison and Dane County Jail. Yeah. So when a young brother asks me, what do I have to offer? I can tell him, if you want to develop yourself with me, come along. I will be happy to help you. Yeah, I've also written a book called Lynch's Road that speaks about economics. It speaks about some of the social problems in the black community. I published this book over 9 years ago. Over 9 years ago. It still opens up doors for me and other black people like me. One of the things I wanted to say is, yes, the young brother, come here please, my friend. Yes, the young brother has asked, what do we have to offer? But what I need to ask the young people them is, sometimes when we offer you things, yeah, you're quick to turn it down. We come into schools, yeah, we come into pupil referral units, we come into youth detention centers doing these things. I've done these things for free with places like the Black Training Enterprise. I've done these things for free with places like Routes to Success, BTEG, yeah, and brothers, you do not take the opportunity when it arises to you. So I am saying, the next time you see a person like me, believe I'm here to help you and take the opportunity. Don't think it's just going to be about the music or it's just going to be about this and that. Yes, go educate yourself. I had to go away and educate myself twice. They locked me down. I had to educate myself in jail. Yeah, I came out. I had to fight again to learn how to work in the system. Yeah, then I had to fight after that, being made redundant, to educate myself to win a scholarship. Yeah, to do what I wanted to do. After I've done that, yeah, I've had to go and educate myself how I can go on and teach young brothers to do these things. Please, when you see people like me and other people like that, do not take it lightly. That's all I have to say.
G-Circle! G-Circle!
Them 2 days, what I call powerful talk.
Yeah, man.
I see that shaking my ear. See?
Yeah, go round and
no, so what we're gonna do is Raven's gonna moderate us going around and finding out what everyone has to offer.
All right, cool.
Guys.
So who wants? Are we gonna go around or are we gonna skip? So, yeah. Who wants to talk next? Come on. The youth want to know. What are you gonna do for them? Around? Around?
No, from where my man is.
Well, here's what it is, yeah. If they don't want to say something, we can
Yeah, we skip them. We skip them.
All right, so I'm gonna walk by. If you've got to say something to say, just say.
Go this way. Go this way.
What's this? Cool. What's going on? Yeah? We're gonna go this way, yeah? Give you time to think about it, yeah?
You want to talk? You want to say something?
Okay. We're gonna move on. Right, anyone? Just stop me as I'm moving.
Do you want to say something?
We've got something to come back. Yeah. Nice and loud.
All right then, yeah, so from London, moved to Manchester, I've been studying black excellence, and from where I've come from, I realised that a lack of knowledge of myself was made it easier for me to be comfortable in a certain circle, like with the man them. I came up through that gangster rap era, so we had Snoop Dogg and NWA as them man as our leaders. We had a Public Enemy and KRS-One as a conscience, but then it slipped some gangster rap. So 20 years later or so, I've managed to study where we've come from, the empires, the great things that we've built as civilization, the inventions that we've done, the kind of things that we've done with science, technology, do you know what I mean? Things that we've created. So me, what I can offer to the youth them is time to go through that and filter it so they can understand. I'm not trying to beat it into them how I've got it, they must listen. I'm trying to display a kind of culture that they're unaware of. They've been given a culture and they live by it and they die by it. So I'm trying to interject that. So my name is Daniel. I live in Manchester, Davidson.
Wow, all the way from Manchester.
All from Manchester, everyone.
Come on.
So if you find me on the book, you can hit me up as a youth and say, what do you know? And I will tell you. That's what I can give for the black youth them still.
So, don't forget, before you go, make sure we take your contact as well, all right? We're going to move on. Everyone just stop. Yeah? Little team.
Yes, Ninja. Come.
Personally, it's not about what I can individually offer, but it's about what everybody may be able to offer. So I think, I don't know how many people are.
Speak to everyone, speak to the person at the farm at Wilton.
I don't know how many people are here, but let's assume that there's maybe just under 100 people. As the young brother was saying, you know, financial support is needed in our community. So maybe it might be an idea, something as little as maybe £10 from every individual. Yeah, so maybe as little as £10 from every individual, if there's 100 of us.
Yo, project your voice, please. Project your voice.
And a fist to fist, please. Let's keep the circle. Let's keep the discipline.
Keep it strong.
So if it was like...
So strong, you know, we have to keep the circle strong. So that's why we do the fist to fist. Because
it's just to keep it in.
Sometimes,
One second.
sometimes the circle gets. So we have to keep this. Anyway, but basically, just project your voice.
So if it was as little as maybe £10 from every individual here, and there's about 100 of us, that would be £1,000. Now that could be the beginning of a little project. And if it was 100 of us, if it was, you know, £20 more, then there would be more money going into the community. So I just think by the next time we have one of these, maybe it might be an idea to, you know, I don't know, contact details or email address, but to try and set up this bank account and for us to try and be a bit more practical and, you know, give the brother the money that he needs so that we can help people like him and people that are on the come up. The second point that I wanted to address was to do with people. I think somebody mentioned something about like the comparison between diseases and the knife crime in our area.
People affected by diseases and people affected by knife crime.
So basically, everything that we're taught in schools is rubbish apart from maybe maths, which is the only factual thing. So the way that we're taught to eat, what we're taught, what we put into our bodies and whatnot. Me personally, I'm vegan and I don't eat meat for, you know, obvious reasons. So I just think it's a thing where we need to be educated from the beginning, because there's chicken and chip shops that are open until midnight, you know, 24/7, 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So I just think that, you know, if anybody wants to pick my brain about food, you know, I do a lot of reading about nutrition and stuff like that. So that's what I may be able to offer to the community. So
Healthy living, healthy living. Can we take the details as well?
We'll go back.
Before you go to the next person, can I just say one thing, yeah? Yo, get it.
Guiding a new generation.
Yes, man. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, man. I have to hail him up every time. Real general, you know.
All right, so what I wanted to say was I wanted to compare the black community to the other communities and how they're doing.
Sorry, just quickly. Yeah, someone gave a good point. When you speak, brothers, can you leave an Instagram or a way of contacting you? Because people are hearing you speaking and they want to contact you about the great stuff you're saying, but they haven't got anywhere to go. So that's just a little point.
The second point is about volume.
Oh yeah, the second, yeah. Please, my people, try to shout. Just shout if you have to, but just keep your voices up, just so everyone can hear you, even though you can watch it back.
Okay, so the point that was made is that education is key. 100% agree. However, me personally, I don't see how it's going to benefit the black community just having your head stuck into an Egyptian book. I don't see how you're going to get anywhere, personally, right? Furthermore, right, in the schools, for instance, in the black community, and this is the only thing I can only see within the black community, it's uncool to be educated. It's uncool. I don't understand where that came from or how that started, right? I work as a teacher, right? And I got a couple of black youths, right? They're in year 9, okay? They don't apply themselves. They don't do, I explain to them, when you leave school, do you want to be competing with the new immigrants that are coming into our shores? Is that what you want to be doing? You're second, third generation immigrants. At the very least, you should be either a professional or be running your own business. But if you're in here, still trying to look for a low-paid job just to get by, you failed. And if you're not educating your kids to educate themselves to do better than just work for the next man, okay, you have failed as a parent. I'm sorry, but I've seen it too many times where people are happy, oh, well, my child's got a job, oh, well, my job's done. No, I don't believe that a person doesn't become an adult until their early 30s, okay? So you shouldn't even be looking to have any kids or even looking to get married until then, all right?
To what, till 30s?
Until early 30s.
So what am I supposed to do with all this?
Go join the army. Right? That's on. I tell you what else. I got one more other point. Now, a lot of people might not disagree, but I think one of the downhill that went down in this country was when they got rid of national service. Okay? National service, right? When you look at Cuba, when someone goes into national service and they leave with a trade. Okay? Therefore, they can go and earn money or they can go to university. The situation... Huh? Yeah, they don't, but I mean, you know, it's the army, innit?
Gang of the army.
It is what it is. But my point is this, right? Is there's too many of our youths are growing up as adults with no qualification and no trade. What do you think they're going to end up doing? Well, what do you think they're going to be doing? Hustling, on street, juggling, right? That's what I got to say anyway. All right, cheers.
Wrap up, nice one.
All right. Who was next? Come from the back,
I just got a quick name.
Who's got signs?
One of the generals, S, and this is a point from one of the generals who doesn't want to speak.
Yeah, go.
One of the generals, one of our generals, General S, doesn't want to speak, but he wants us to clarify something. Gang, unfortunately, Uncle, we understand what you're saying, but gang can't promote any sort of national service. You understand? Joining gang, that's national service. He said, all respect, no, love and respect, because even one time an elder said to join the police as well, and we have to say the same thing. You understand? Rasta now American police, or CID. I mean, I don't know what am I doing in Black Panther, but anyway. Yeah, so basically, my family, So working for our community, for us as gang, saying as gang, I think I can speak for the collective in saying that for us, the national service is working for our community and not working for the system. Because like my brother South said, you might not make it back, and even when you're going there, you might be harming people that are innocent. You understand? But through the uniform, you have to just do the thing. You understand? So that's why we don't deal with that. So
and also, I just want to reiterate again that it's gang, which is an acronym for guiding a new generation. Yeah, gang.
Guiding a new generation.
Yeah, and it gets it.
Guiding a new generation. Hey, guiding a new generation.
And we don't want no one to forget that it's about reducing knife-related and gun crime within our communities, because it's affecting our communities more than anyone else.
Like
Now,
people, British Army.
Yeah, double that.
Just to hit you up quickly with something, yeah. Last year, 2017, there were 80 deaths which were related to knife and gun crime amongst our youth in our communities. Already this year, we're up to 15. That means already we're going to smash that target for last year unless somebody stands up and does something. Everybody here right now has made that statement that they've come out here to come and do something about it. Yeah. We've said it's been spoken and shouted about to the treetops, nothing's happening. So now it's time for us to stand up and do something, yeah? So let's continue, let's move on, yeah?
Can we get this corrected?
Can we get a circle nice, right? So
get the circle nice, please.
Nice and neat for the circle. Also, when the speakers are speaking, speak loud, but also try to listen, all right?
Yeah.
One voice. One voice.
It's very important, yeah? It's very important. Everybody that has a side conversation, you might want to say 1, 2 words, blah, blah, blah. It distracts the man next to you, and then the man next to you, and before you know it, the person that's taking their time out to address us is not getting the respect they deserve. Can we try and encourage all side conversations? If you want to have a side conversation, just step out, and you're welcome to come back in, yeah? Let's get this circle proper.
Nice and neat. Everyone good?
Let's get this circle proper. Please. Fist to fist.
Fist to
Everyone.
fist.
Come on. Wake up.
One voice, yeah?
Yeah, my brother. I see people running away. Why are you running? Yeah.
That's cool.
That's why we keep
All right. All right, so everyone, you all good?
Link up.
Fist to fist.
Link up. Contact.
Fist to fist.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Fist to fist.
No gaps.
I can't hear you, family. Fist to fist. 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 And the reason why I do that is so we can get oneness for the speaker to speak.
All right, so we got Mongo. So give him your ears, everyone. Mongo, nice enough for the family, yeah?
This is my first G Circle. I discovered that supporting from the sidelines is whack, so I had to be here. See, my experience of life right now in Camden, 21st of February, 6 youths got stabbed, 3 of them died in one night. And these are kids. 3 sons from the same family died in 2 years. This is due to knives. Guns aren't as easily accessible, believe it or not for the average kid. No, because trainers come first, believe it or not. No, it depends where you are.
I'm telling you, guns are easy to get now.
Really?
All the youths.
Not really. Not really. Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way.
One voice, Ada.
It's a demographic. Let me tell you something. It's a demographic thing. What kind of guns that blow off your own hand?
One Ada.
One. Come on. Do this. Come on. Discipline.
G-Circle. Gang unite. One Ada.
So, the issue is balance. I'm talking on balance, yeah? You can buy a gun for £100, but it ain't gonna hit the market or blow up in your own hand. Yeah, right? So, right now, all I see in where I am is kids all doing what many have done before them, yeah? Wrapping things in cellophane to cellophane, yeah? And that's all I see. Now, there's only so many times you can move on fiends from your block so your kids can play there, right? And there's only so many times you can bang fiends in their mouth with your own hand, not wanting to catch AIDS. There's only so many times I can tell the youths, sell that shit somewhere else, because you find out there is nowhere else. There is nowhere else. They did what I did, they did what many of my people did, and that's all we do, yeah? There must be another way. Now, unless you're a rapper talking about that shit, you ain't gonna get far. Unless you change from hood to girl, I love you, and pretending to be street still, you ain't gonna get far in music, right? Now, all I see is unbalanced. There ain't no balance for them. There is no guidance, yeah? Because everybody's watching the next man and what he's got, yeah? And they're watching them with green and red eyes. They're not watching them to say, I'm proud of what you done in the manor. They just want to eat them. So, really, we can discuss things forever and ever and ever. And like someone said before, talking about ain't doing nothing. Yeah. I want to see action. I'll be involved in action. I'm a body on the line. You know what I mean? Gang. You know, I have my own children. I try and disconnect them from the fuckery that's going on in the media, because all it is selling sex. And even that Big Shaq tune is teaching the kid about uckers and gun sounds, and so-and-so's got a pumpy. So even the comedy side of things is still reflecting on the children. So if I can help in any way, I'm here.
Gang. And saying that, sorry to interject, yeah, saying that, yeah, Uncle's saying he can help. I beg everyone, follow the Gang Unite YouTube, because you're going to see live shows, and they're going to be orchestrated by General Boogs and General Mike, yeah? You're going to see live shows on the Gang Unite TV regularly. Can you also follow the Instagram page, because you're going to see Beefy. Beefy's going to be regularly posting for you from today. You understand? And for everyone that really wants to see action, please watch out for the call, because there will be a time when Gang is going to a hood near you, and we will be in our numbers. And for the ones who are waiting for that call, please keep watching, because there will be a call very soon. Yeah? Because this circle is just a place for us to link up and actually act. So yeah, thank you.
All right, who's next? So, along the line here, anyone speaking?
My brother with the red hat hasn't spoken.
You know what, yeah, you're gonna get sick of my face, but anyway. Hear what though, yeah? Listen, young you to almost big man. Rodent on the road, innit? You see, big homie showed me about health and fitness, innit? And that managed to change my life and change my energy. Big homie, innit? Yeah. Yeah. Then man, they showed me.
Special guy.
Then man, they showed me about the health and fitness, and now I've got a bag of youngers on my block on this health and fitness, innit? So if you're in and around South London, I don't care. I can step anywhere. Just phone me. I'll go to your local park. I'm not in no money. I'm not in no nothing like that. Just come and train, innit? Because I swear down, as much as you train your muscle, you start to want to train your brain as well. You get me? Because there's no good having big man like Southside and no brain, innit? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, you got to try and invest your energy. Go and smack up a punching bag instead of dipping, innit? You see what I'm saying? Go and smack up a punching bag instead of doing the dip. Cause big homie also said this game ain't Shinobi. Ain't no comebacks, innit? You see what I'm saying? So just be careful. Health and fitness, know what you're doing. South London, South. Just South on Instagram. Shout me.
Yeah, South what?
__.
Alright.
South __.
Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. G-Circle. G-Circle.
Right, who's next?
Who's next?
So you looked at my bun and cheese and then ran off.
It was nice though.
Help yourself to a packet of crisps.
I was looking for round two.
Come be speak what Lamar was saying. I don't want to hear no black people complaining that we ain't got no money. Because if you gave £1 billion to Disney for Marvel, shut up. I don't want to get nothing about we ain't got no money in our community. We gave $1 million to $1 billion. Was it $1 billion?
Yeah.
To who?
Disney, man.
Black people get what?
Yeah.
No, stop it. We need to support the real, support our own people. No more excuses. Support the real, support your own people. That's what I'm going to say.
One more speaker, please. Nice loud,
yeah?
Yeah,
like I said, my name is Junior. Yeah, they call me Emperor also.
You got Instagram or anything?
Yeah, so I was gonna say, I got a website, ipmocc.com, yeah, which is Imperial, Province Multi-Organization. So it's something that it's a communication website. So I've been giving solution regarding the law to the people that needs it. Obviously, it's a difficult thing to understand because, like I say, most of us grow up in the roads, so we're not going to understand when you're talking about the law. But like I say, ipmocc.com, and you can listen and you can see everything that I do. You get me? So that's my communication. Yeah.
All right. Boom. Any info, anything?
Anyone else? There's a bin over there. I put a bin over there.
Some of you may notice, well, most of you notice already.
Please have respect for the speaker, please.
One voice, yeah?
One voice.
It was just based on a couple of things that one was said earlier on about the knives and the numbers regarding the deaths. Okay, so Kunga Dread, I run an organisation called the Dinka Arts Collective. So we provide a platform for African films, largely creativity, and we do film festivals in and around London. I've worked in Ethiopia for a number of years, Zanzibar and Nigeria, and different places. But nonetheless, what was interesting just this week, and I'll just read it very quickly for you. Knives deaths among black people should cause more outrage. This is in The Guardian, written by Nicola Slawson. Knife deaths are not causing the collective outrage that they should, because the majority of the victims are from black communities, a top police officer said. Martin Hewitt, an assistant commissioner at the Met Office, has said that although the police, you can argue about this, are putting enormous effort into tackling knife crime, not enough preventative measures and work is being done. His comments come as charity campaigners have warned that London has reached a crisis point in violent crime after 8 people were killed in 7 days in the capital alone. In total, and this is just a correction that was made earlier, in total 26 people have been murdered by knives this year alone. 26, not 15. That's what I'm talking about.
Flipping it,
6 of them were teenagers and most of them were black. Hewitt told BBC News that he fears that this is having an impact on how people react and how the issue is being tackled. It goes on. It's in The Guardian recently. The point is that the wider society do not care. So basically, I love the fact that the work is being done. You know what I mean? I big up the ones-on-ones, and I will say that the youngers are taking the energy forward. You know what I mean? I've heard it a lot saying that the elders have failed the youngers. I'm in my 50s right now, as young as I might look. Still.
I was going to say,
all right, then, thank you still.
Let me add on to his point about failure, innit? Yeah? I don't see it as failure, you know. See what I see it as, yeah? Like, the first black people here were Caribbean people, innit? Now, when they come here, my grandmother come here with a plan that it was to make a bit of money and to cut back out, innit? Now, all of our people got trapped over here, innit? Now, my mother's generation, my father's generation, which is saying is your generation, King, yeah? You never have no examples who were set here or, you know what I mean, above you. Even our parents, they were struggling to...
It was even a stricter regime. It was harder for them to even do anything.
You see my generation, brother. Like the 30s, the 80s babies, yeah? We're the first solid black generation over here, you know?
All right.
So when we have grandchildren now, we're going to be the first solid black grandparents over here. Now, your generation, no, in a bad way, the elder generation, like, I got a lot of brothers who, they have differences with their parents regarding seeing their kids and things like that, yeah? And it's because, look, most of us, yeah, we were raised by our grandparents, innit, yeah? Listen, before our grandparents, big up intent, innit, but most of us, yeah, they were raised by our grandparents, innit, yeah? To where our parents, remember, they never have grandparents over here. They don't know how to be a grandparent. Where we were raised by grandparents, when we become grandparents now, we're going to be the best grandparents. Because we know about Granny, when Mummy went about them, it was Granny that raised half of us here.
Trust me.
You understand me?
So,
one second. So when man them of our generation are getting mad at our mothers and our fathers because they're not putting effort into seeing our kids or going out of their way, yeah? We can't, because they never had the example there before them, innit? Where we have though, because most of us, when our mums were, our parents were doing whatever, we were at granny's yard, summer holidays, any holiday, weekend, weekday, that's where we were, innit? You understand me? So we're going to be the next one. So I'm telling the man them rise up, because we are the last gen now. If we don't rise up, you know, then I'm going to be real. I can see the egg timer. You can't see my egg timer. I got an egg timer that I can see right there, and boy, you know what? The sun's running down right now, brother. You understand me? There's only a little bit of sun left. So, see me, yeah? Like, man might have heard me switch earlier on certain man for speaking about religion and divided things, yeah? Brother, save the divided points for another time. It's not worth your energy, bro. Because while we're talking about things that we can't change, the things that we can change, if we act now, because the egg timer is going down and there's minimal time left, that we need to act on that and stop putting energy into stupid shit. If a man said something about, he don't care about big man. Me neither. I don't give two fucks about a big man. I care about the youth though. Do you understand me? So, if a big man's stuck in his ways of Islam or Christianity or whatever, but fuck that. That's him. If you, as a man of knowledge, want to come out every Sunday to come to the park here to challenge a big man in his thing, then you're a fucking idiot, blood. Because if you got knowledge, there's young G's out here that don't have the knowledge. Yeah? Each one teach one. So on my journey, brother, yeah? Alright. On my journey, brother. Yeah? On my journey, yeah? King, it's cool. On my journey, yeah? Like, one of my elders told me during the time when I was going when I had my early little, I started feeling this righteous thing, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta channel this energy, because if I don't channel it this way, I'm gonna channel it that way. So, my elder told me, Dan, I know you're trying to get on this path here, yeah? But you can't be on this path and go back home and leave me and get in your car and listen to what you're listening to. Back in them days for me, it was Max B and French Montana, and there was a tune back in the day, yeah, French tune, and go, money, I'm all about that straight cash. Hey, listen, I'm a money man from young, yeah? That tune used to do something to my head. Why? Don't see it to you. Man want to go get a belly or something or go and, I want to make money, I see it, fam. So what I'm saying is this, when my elder gave me that task of stop listening to certain things, yeah? At the time, I never see it. I thought it never played a part in my life. I was very self-defensive towards it. Yeah, man grew up listening to jungle and reggae as a child. That's what I heard in my households. Do you understand me? But as a youth, I know the reggae tunes, but man used to listen to the music. But man never used to listen to the music king. So when I took up that task the elder told me to do, and stopped listening to me for a certain amount of time, and just listening to the reggae, and man went back to the Garnet, man went back to the Dennis and the Bob and whatever not. Yeah, brother, and I'm listening now. Bro, I've not gone back to that fuckery since.
You know what? I've got to leave.
You you?
But you see what you just said? This is what brought me to the conclusion that power is a funny thing, right? It has the ability to make you do things without beating you over the head. Right? So we're talking about subliminal suggestion. We're talking about language. We're talking about imagery. So whatever you take in has an effect on what you put out, right? Now, many people like me have to come out and start talking certain things. But there's a line, because we do live in a subculture where when things ain't running right, you have to go abroad. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know, obviously.
Right?
I know what you're saying.
And that environment's very competitive, dog eat dog. So only the fittest survive. So if you survive that, and you sit on your laurels, that means whatever you learn late in life, and you still got life, and you can't teach the youth them early what you learned late, then you got to find out why. And in my search as to why I can't do this, is because I am not part of an institution, right? And when I have been working to provide support and care and service navigation, because that's like an art form. Knowing where the money is, knowing where the correct individuals are to impart their skills on you and their know-how, so you can take it away with you. That's like a real fucking skill, right? And I'm finding it more and more difficult to work within the sector. This is why I'm saying I need to build my own shit. Or I would join anybody like Dean Oakey. Dean Oakey, when I saw this man, I thought, you know what, Milton is soon dead. At least this man, you're young, he's talking how you feel. Back him. Back this brother here. And I've been promoting him ever since. What we need now is a structure, and most importantly, we need to be able to pay our workers. Because if you can't pay me, blood, and I'm willing to take a minimum fee. I'm willing to take a minimum fee if I can work with a target audience. That's me said.
Gang! Fist to fist, everybody.
Content over everything. From your belly.
Man say it straight. Man don't listen to BBC. Man don't listen to...
So yeah, Glitch had a question. Do you remember what the question was?
Yes, I remember the question.
Yeah? What can we do for his generation? He wants to know what we can offer here as elders.
Did everyone hear the question?
Say it again,
Yo, what can you offer his generation? Bearing in mind he's a 14-year-old man, yeah? 14-year-old young man. What can you offer his generation?
Now, we're not talking money.
I'm going round. Unless you got money, then bring it money.
Yeah, exactly.